Hey, what's up? Are you RH negative? RH negative blood type. What's up? My name is Montre Bible. Yep, that's my real last name. And I am RH negative. I am O negative. I've got that crazy blood that we can give to everybody, but can't get any blood from everybody. So it's kind of weird. And have you done any studies on RH negative? It is a very weird group of blood types that just no one seems to know the origin of it. And I want to talk about it today because we've got so much things going on in the news. We're talking about aliens. The government has admitted that there are aliens in the ocean and they might be shooting up drones to us. I don't know if that's real or if it's another psyop, but we need to talk about these things because RH negative is something that the mainstream news isn't talking about or the origins of it. And they just kind of like let that fly by. But people who are RH negative are talking about it. And I want to have this discussion today. And I want you guys to leave me a comment and let me know what you think about all these things. My normally my channel is about doing tarot readings. I'm a seer. I'm an empath. And if you're like me, if you're RH negative, a lot of RH negative people do have a lot of spiritual gifts of doing things and abilities. So it's not weird. It's pretty commonplace for people like us to have a little extra sensory perception, as you may say. Um, but when it comes to the origin of RH negative blood, what is it? Did it come from aliens? And or some people maybe came from the angels. If we look back and we look at religious history in the book of Enoch and um, the biblical references in Genesis 6, where the angels came down and took wives and had children by them, and there was the giants in the world. um, we hear about the mixing of angel blood and human blood. Now, if we take the religious part out of it, maybe it wasn't spiritual as we think. Maybe they weren't actually angels. Maybe they were actually aliens or alien beings or extraterrestrial beings from another dimension. Some people say the fallen angels that were here, that became manifest in a physical reality and actually took wives. And somewhere they're stuck on the world. Maybe they're under the ocean. That's a very high possibility. I want to do a tarot reading on it though, just to get some clarity and see what the tarot says about it. Kind of mix what I do on my normal channel and see what the tarot can tell me about extraterrestrial beings and RH negative blood to see if we can get a little bit more clarity on it. And if you guys want a personal reading, feel free to get one. Book it at my website, montrebible.com. I will gladly do that for you. I'll put the banner. Do I have my banner up there? Yeah, here we go. There's my banner right there. If you want to send me a little tip, there's my little cash app right there. But you can also book a reading, montrebible.com. Yep, that's my real last name. So the questions I want to ask, and I wrote them down. I want to do a cosmic spread, and we're going to pull three cards, and I want to check in about the aliens. Let's focus on that. Whether you want to call them aliens or if they're fallen angels or angels who, some beings. Let's just say they're beings because I feel like if you're a spiritual being, you can't have sex. But we have stories about these beings who actually took wives and had these children that were like hybrid. Or if they're aliens, maybe they did it themselves. But like, I don't think that's a negative thing because as we get closer to Christmas, we're going to be celebrating the birth of Christ. And obviously, Christ was half human, half God, right? So perhaps Christ was a half angel blood too, or half godlike, or half divinity, And I don't want people getting all religious on, oh, he's all God. Well, his mother wasn't. Okay, so if his mother's half human, then he's not. So was she also a result of some alien experiment? I'll go there. So let's get into the cards, the tarot, and see what the tarot has to say about RH negative blood. I'm gonna pull three cards, And the questions I'm going to ask, and I wrote them down. We're going to do a cosmic origin spread. So, first card is going to be, what is the hidden ancestry about RH negative blood? What is the hidden ancestry about RH negative blood? What are our spiritual gifts? And the last card is, what is the purpose of us being here? I already have the first card that drops out, and it is the Page of Swords, and we're talking about our hidden ancestry. This is a Page of Swords, and it speaks about learning something new. Okay, so the hidden history behind us is learning something new. What else? There was something that was supposed to end at the bottom of the deck and refuses to end. So I feel like these beings came down because they wanted to know us a little bit better. There was this immature energy of wanting to know who these humans were, wanting to get to learn a little bit more about us. Okay. And their curiosity of wanting that meant that they were willing to make a sacrifice. The Ten of Swords is always about sacrificing, ending something, but when it's reversed, it talks about not wanting to end something, not wanting to end a process. And this is where we get back into the fallen angel story of maybe somebody told them to stop, and then they were like, no, we don't want to stop. And with the Ten of Swords there, Ten of Swords is always about drama, something that should have ended that they decided not to, because they wanted to know more about humans. They wanted to have that information of what would happen, if we had, if we had our own children. So it obviously seems like some type of experiment. We're going to pull some more cards. What are our spiritual gifts? What are the spiritual gifts that we are given by having RH negative blood? I think there's always this sense of curiosity, even with RH negative people. We tend to have this intelligence of wanting to question things, and I maybe it's a little bit more divine, when we have these thoughts and these abilities to, I won't say overthink, but to think about things that most people probably don't. Oh my goodness, our spiritual gifts, the Temperance card. The Temperance card says that we have the gift of healing, maybe healing the world. You see, there's a major angel here, and it's holding up two cups, and it's balancing out the universe between two people. But the Temperance card is about the power of healing. And I think we all have this ability not only heal ourselves in a very spiritual and natural way, but also to heal other people. The Five of Swords is on the bottom of the deck, which is uh, where I'm saying with the Five of Swords that there's conflict when in the world, and we're able to see conflict, but we also have a very winning spirit. Is not we can't ignore the fact that most of the presidents and most a lot of the leaders are RH negative, whether good or bad, because we can't trust all world leaders. So there's good energy and there's bad energy, but the Five of Swords talks about winning at all cost, no matter what, and is a very intellectual energy of having that winning spirit and not allowing to be conquered. Okay, but we also have that healing energy too. So on a negative, I see that there's a battle. We may have some RH negative people, because just because you're RH negative doesn't mean you're good. we won't we won't fool ourselves with that. But I think there's two types, and some of us are very much healers. We're earth angels on the world, and there's others who are just here to conquer. They want to take over things, and they don't care who they hurt in the process. And then our final question is, what is our purpose here? What is the hidden purpose? Some hidden truth of what are we supposed to be doing here now? What are we supposed to be doing here now? Why are we here now? What is the purpose for our bloodline that's here now? The Seven of Swords. Ooh. A lot of swords, which is a lot of mental energy. The Seven of Swords reverse. This is about revealing secrets. Okay. Because look at this. This is the Seven of Swords upright. It is always talking about sneakiness, strategy, doing things in the dark. The Seven of Swords reverse. The purpose now is to bring that which is in the dark and bring it to the light. There's going to be a lot of secrets that people who are RH negative will be able to see through. A lot of deception. And then we have the Queen of Swords, and she's on the bottom of the deck. A lot of swords. This is a very strong mental energy. Seeing that not only does this energy make us empathetic, but it makes RH negative people very smart. The Queen of Swords is able to sense what's going on. She can separate her emotions from what is happening around her, but she's very mysterious. She does keep some secrets to herself. At the bottom also we have the Death card reverse. There could be some things that are trying to end, and there's an inner transformation that's happening with the world, where it's internal. There could be, what I'm kind of sensing is that an inner transformation, because the Death card is usually about something that is happening around us that is ending. When it's reverse, this could be an inner transformation, something that is happening within. It could be a DNA upgrade, um, or something that we are avoiding once again. But I'm sensing very strong happiness and a reason to celebrate. Any other hidden things about RH negative that we need to know about the origins? I'm gonna ask a very direct question. Are we related to the angels? Is this angel blood? I'm hearing I need to shuffle again because it's another question. Shuffle. Is RH negative related to the angels? I got a jumper. We get the Moon card. It's reversed. The Queen of Wands. Very strong, feminine, powerful energy. And the Queen of Pentacles, another strong, feminine energy. There's a lot of secrets. I don't think everybody that is RH negative has all the angel blood. I think it's about how much you have in you, because we have the Moon card and it is reversed. Then we have these queens, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So it feels like there's like different bloodlines. One is very powerful and one is very receptive to making money. And I feel like there's some secrets that are going to be revealed, because the moon is always about intuition, secrets, being controlled by the emotions. It's reverse, and this talks about being able to control the emotions or control other people's emotions. Something being revealed to you, not being controlled by the emotions themselves. Overall, there are a lot of RH negative who have a very strong bloodline to the angels and some who do not. And I think it's kind of, I'm sensing, because we have two queens, it's almost as if it's almost coming through a maternal line, which is quite interesting. Clarify the Moon card. Clarify the Moon card. Which is kind of funny because my mother is not RH negative, but both me and my sister are. It comes through the maternal line. There's something about to speed up. There's a balance of energy, of light and dark. We have the Chariot card. It's about being able to control yourself and be realistic, being able to manifest things from taking things that you want to create and manifesting it, being able to focus. A lot of RH negative people may find themselves alone or in conflict with the others because it's just some kind of natural energy. But the Chariot card is also a knight, and it is the one who's able to take control of the energy around him. Okay, it's a very much energy of like taking control, moving forward, uh, now not allowing yourself to be controlled by outside influences with the Moon card reversed. Let's clarify that Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Clarify the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands represents power, receiving power, sexual energy too. There are some people, if you're RH negative, you may find yourself very, what's the word? Very attractive. There's some people who may be very attracted to you sexually, but she's also a one. The wands represent sexuality, power, magic. People who find themselves, you just go out in public and people are just attracted to you for no reason. You're also one who has the ability to manifest things and use your energy. It's like sexual energy and magic kind of go hand in hand, where you're able to take your energy and you can make things happen, or people just give things to you for no reason. It's a very mysterious energy. We've had a lot of queens come up: the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you guys do attract relationships, and not always good. You got the Nine of Pentacles. A lot of you people who are RH negative attract relationships, and these people are needy for you, and it's just weird. You know what I mean? You don't know why, but this is one of your spiritual strengths of why you're attracting these people. Not all of them are good. Some of them are just kind of draining on your energy. Okay. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles represents one who receives money. So all these queens are receiving. There's some of RH negative people who receive information. You're very smart. You download information very quickly. Some of y'all are very sexual. You just attract people with no effort. And the other ones, the Queen of Pentacles, is about receiving money. Like you receive finances very easily. You've always had money, or even when you didn't have money, it just came to you like without effort. Like you just attracted it in. But there are people who have the RH negative. And what I'm hearing is there are there are people who have the RH negative factor, but they are not direct. And that's what I'm hearing. It's like because my mother wasn't RH negative, but she has RH negative children. And there's people who have the RH negative factor in their blood, but they don't have enough potency. Is that word? Potency. I can't get my words out today. That it makes them RH negative. But the ones who do have these abilities, the gift of healing, the gift of downloading knowledge very quickly, like high IQ, the gift of being able to control their reality, like when you're not susceptible to propaganda. When people are trying to influence your emotions, you are able to see through it. High sex drive, and then the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Devil card, but the Devil card is reversed. So it's about receiving stability even in hard times. Like when you're having adversity, adversity doesn't affect you as hard as other people. There's that Knight of Pentacles, someone offering you money. It's almost like all you have to do is just wish for money and then someone just gives it to you, or an opportunity comes to you. Like you always have opportunities coming your way for some reason, because it's almost like the universe or the spirit guides are watching over you. And you have these cloud of ancestors that are not as human, that are not human, that are extraterrestrial, and they're always communicating with you, or they're always watching over you, whether they're in this world or if they're in another world, or like an interdimensional world, or maybe they're underwater. Are these are these beings that are related to RH negative people? Are they the aliens under the ocean? I'm hearing the shuffle again, because that's a whole different question. We're gonna do a yes or no. And see, when we think about under the ocean, and I've had a dream a long time ago, and I just want to talk to you guys about that real quick. I had a dream that the angels, the aliens, or these beings were under the ocean, and they came out of the ocean. Like this huge dome came out of the ocean, and there was this huge earthquake, and everything was shaking, and people were freaking out. And I was like, "Oh, I knew it!" And now we have all this talk about them being under the ocean, and the ocean is huge. So if something decides to come up out of it and it's like the size of a country, it's going to cause a lot of calamity. So let's just keep that thought. You might want to get off the coast. East Coast, West Coast. I think, I'm in Texas, so I don't think anything's, if it's in the Gulf of Mexico, well, so bad, so sad, but I don't think it's in the Gulf of Mexico. But it could be. Could be. All right. So the beings that are related to RH negative people, are they in the ocean? Are they currently in the ocean right now? These beings that are related to RH negative people, are they in the ocean? Are they in the ocean? All right. We've got Empress. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Five of Wands. That is a definite yes, because I got all upright cards. So let me explain what these cards mean. The Empress. This is the Queen of Queens, the mother, the fertility goddess. And this is a yes. So this is the origin. This is the ones who gave birth to us. They're sitting in the ocean. Four of Cups talks about emotional distance. You see that's a hand in spirit form trying to communicate with a human. Okay. And the person is not quite receptive because they can't quite see that there's a spiritual hand trying to offer them something. So there's a little disconnect here with where they are and where we are. And um, they do, it's almost like what we call spiritual, it's more telepathic with them. So when you're praying and whatnot, or when they're communicating and it seems just like a random thought, it's really like some form of telepathy, kind of like how dolphins communicate, but it's not, it's on a whole different level. So they are in the ocean and they have been communicating with people, trying to help us in what we may call a meditation or prayer. It's them. Then we have the Five of Wands. This is a card of conflict, and I'm sensing because this isn't a future position, they might be returning because of the conflict or the division in the world right now. Um, this talks about battling, and this is a repetition of the Five of Swords that I saw previously about conflict. They are not they are not ignorant about human conflict right now, division. And as we get closer to this World War III, they are getting more active and involved into what's going on. And this might be why they're getting involved, because we have certain people on in leadership that are provoking wars and provoking issues. And they're like, if we need to get involved, if mother needs to get involved, you may not like it. I kind of get hearing like the mothership. So I'm sensing that also at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups and it's reversed. This is talking about something that we've been dreaming about becoming reality, something that we've been fantasizing about manifesting. We have to decide what we're going to do. Two of Swords, or they're trying to decide what they're going to do. This isn't a done deal yet. Like there's still maybe in indecision, or they're trying to put it in our hands to say, okay, you're responsible for what you decide to do. Um, Choose the reality that you want to live in. They want to bring us out of this place of lack, because I've always said this: the Five of Pentacles, another five. And the more I see fives, fives means change. The Five of Pentacles, there is no such thing as scarcity. There's nothing but abundance. This world has plenty of food, whatever, for enough people. We can have housing for everyone. We don't need poverty. So the thing is that there's a scarcity mindset that they try to put in people's minds, and it's just a false narrative. It is not true, and they want to kind of get us out of this mindset that there is abundance. There's a Ten of Pentacles right there behind it, that we have to realize there is abundance around us, and that if the reality that we want, we can have it. We just need to focus on it and decide that we want it, and stop focusing on the sadness and grief and things that upset us, and focus on the things that bring us joy. This guy is sad. He's grieving about things he's lost. But those two of cups represent the things of relationships and union. When it's reversed, that means that they're trying to bring us back into that mindset, get out of the scarcity mindset, and get into the mindset of union and to let our guard down. The Nine of Wands reversed. This guy, he's got his walls up. He's trying to guard himself and saying, take your guard down. There's not to be afraid about. Look at this. And the final card, I'm going to stop reading right here. Behind that, it says, if you let your guard down, I feel like with this Nine of Wands, the Nine of Wands is talking about the veil or the guard coming down. And then we have the lovers. Look at there. Union. And there, that's that huge divine guidance right above the masculine and the feminine, the lovers, bringing us back to a place of union and balance with the universe, with our ancestors, with our interdimensional ancestors that that are in the ocean, and bringing us to a place where we're going to get more clarity and more abundance. This is a good reading. This is a good reading, like for real. And more of, I've done other past readings about aliens, and I've done readings about the Anunnaki, which I think have a lot to play into our origins. Um, so don't believe the whoop de whoop, as I always say, because some of the stuff that we've been told about aliens is stuff to make us afraid. A lot of these movies, they want us to be afraid because I think they're the good guys. I think they are the good guys. Of course, we've we've seen some negative stuff, but I think the negative ones are already here on Earth. They're probably RH negative people who want to rule with an authoritarian power. People who are trying to do negative things to control people, which was that Five of Swords that I saw before. But it's the ones who have good intentions, is our job to heal the world and make it a better place. All right, Michael Jackson. And realize that we can have the world, we can have the utopia that we're dreaming about, that it's already happened before and we've forgotten about it. Hashtag Tartaria. We'll talk about that later. If you guys want me to talk about more about Tartaria, I will show you some more videos on that, of what I've been studying about that, and we'll see where that takes us, how far this rabbit hole will go. Anyways, if you like this video, be sure to like it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my videos, and comment below on what you thought about this reading. And if you have any of those gifts that I was reading in the cards when it comes to RH negative people, and remember to make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, then who will? I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.